Anyway, it's 9:30. I'll call this meeting to order. Welcome everyone here. If anyone has a pecuniary interest to declare it now or at the time, thumbs up. Item 4 is the minutes of July 16th. Okay. Approval of agenda. Sorry about that. Jim? George? Any questions or any revisions to the agenda?
I have a question.
Rick?
First of all, we may as well clear this up right now. We have a letter on file in here from Blue Water saying they're not involved in the first phase of the working group, or whatever, this board, and I don't know how anybody from Blue Water can vote.
Okay.
Unless they have a reason, I don't know.
Go ahead. No. I guess we need to clear it up. Do we want to do that at the time of the letter instead of with the?
Well, he's already voted.
Okay.
We need an explanation, that's what we need.
Are we sitting as the tri-municipal committee that we used to have as a joint committee, or are we sitting as a sewer board? We have a board.
That's for a little confusion, and I understand George perfectly where he's coming from, and the rest of us sitting around this table might think the same thing. Yeah, we declared a while ago that if something's going to happen down the road, we'd like to know about it, say to be part, as far as a voting delegate at this stage. I firmly believe at this time possibly we don't have, but that's going to be up to you people to decide whether we do or we don't. If you give us one, we'll take it. If you don't want to give us one, we'll accept that too. That's the prerogative. But we did make it clear, because of, we were always led to believe that First Park still carries some recognition, and we're willing to live with whatever this board says on that issue. That's all I can say on it. Unless one of our counterparts or someone, I understand what George, you just said he voted on the minutes in the last meeting, but he was at the last meeting, it wasn't clear, so I think he'd every right to do what he did today. But from here on in, you want to clear it up, and that's perfectly right.
And it was
George did nothing on the line as far as I know.
And his name was on the last minutes.
That's
when
correct.
I read it through, and I thought, we got to clear it up today.
Yeah.
So, as back to the chair.
Are we talking on the letter now, or are we just approving the minutes?
I believe we're just approving the minutes right now.
Yeah, okay, because I'll talk to the letter at the time.
When we deal with the letter. I guess we're actually, this is about the approval of the agenda.
Yeah.
And the items that are on the agenda.
Well, I concur with what the mayor said. As far as I'm concerned, like, yeah, I'm not a voting member. I appreciate, again, so if you guys want to make it formal, that you're not a voting member right now, that's fine with me. That's the way I take it. We're here, as he said, if we help out along for down the road, that's fine. Be here to listen.
And I don't have a problem with that. It's just that we
make
need to
your
clear
mind up
this
for
up.
us also that
We need to have it
all
clear.
of us know.
Okay, so the motion is on the approval of the. Different, you want to put in a different seconder, is that what you're asking?
I would, yeah, until it's cleared up, I would
That was
prefer
cleared
it.
up? Okay. Dave, second that? Approval of the agenda, in favor? Carried.
As an observation, I think by that action, it has cleared it up. Because I didn't hear anybody adamantly say that no, they want us to be voting. And you just made your motion the way we did, so we're here as observation. If there's something that comes directly to us, I guess we'll demand that we have a say. That's the way I interpret it just happened.
Okay, as far as,
And that's fine by me.
to get it, I guess, more clarity, as far as taking part in the discussion, does anyone have a problem with the Blue Water taking part in the discussion if they're not moving? If they're at the table here for information?
Did we not answer that to the letter? We need to,
Okay, we'll deal with that.
when we get to the letter.
Okay. The agenda's approved. Interest, I talked about the minutes. Motion on the minutes from July 6th. Dave and Tom, any questions on the minutes? All in favor of the minutes? Carried. New business. Here we are at 5.1, the letter from Blue Water, participation in the project. Tom, you had asked.
Yeah. I have no problem with Blue Water being at the table. And if this is the former tri-municipal, or what we call the tri-municipal board, then they would participate in all this now. I would have a problem with them commenting or anything on anything to do with the working committee, because they've chosen not to be part of the working committee. And that's to deal with the Sandtech presentation, because they weren't part of it. I believe that presentation is strictly between Lambton Shores and South Huron. And that's my opinion.
That's okay with the board? George, you
I
wanna come?
concur.
You concur with that?
Yes.
Okay.
I totally do.
Okay, so how do you want to deal with this letter? That's the understanding of it.
I believe the letter speaks to that, and I'll move that we receive the letter.
Okay. Seconded to that. Elizabeth? Questions on that? Anything else? All in favor of that? Carried. Okay. 5.2 is the status report from the working committee, and Stantec's going to make a presentation. We have Mike and Stantec and Andy from Aqua here to welcome, and I'll let you go through your presentation for us.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor and members of the committee. Actually, first of all, thank you for moving this meeting back a week. I know last meeting we made a resolution that we have, or this meeting would be next Friday. So I'm on holiday, so I'm glad you, thank you for accommodating my schedule. But for those who don't know, I'm Michael Gunnery from Stantec Consulting. I also have Andy Felikas with me from the Ontario Clean Water Agency. And we are, I guess, the technical team guiding the sewage board, the working group, looking at alternatives for the sewage treatment plant upgrades. What I want to talk about today is we just go through a bit on the design flows, the alternatives that we've looked at, what our evaluation of those were. Talk a little bit about BCF, and that's the Building Canada Fund. We've had some conversations with them. There's also the funding from the FCM, the Federation of Canadian Municipalities. I want to talk about that, talk about the Class EA and the next steps. So that's kind of where I wanted to go today. I want this presentation to build on what we talked about the last time we were here. So not to repeat a lot, there'll be some to repeat, but I'm not going to repeat everything that was talked about, just to respect your time. As of what the working group has done to date, they've met 4 times. The last meeting was actually on Monday of this week. We developed evaluation criteria for the different options that we were going to look at. We made a long list of options, have evaluated them, and come up with sort of a short list. We did an update 3 weeks ago to the sewage board. We've also, since that update on the 6th, we took a look at Lambton Shores flows for the first phase in some detail. We looked at all the alternatives in detail, a lot in greater detail than what we had when we presented last time. And then we also prepared a draft report, which I believe copies have been distributed with this meeting. Just in terms of the flows, the current flows are the way we see them, what I call the 20-year design flow. So we've sort of moved into a first phase. What was tendered was the ultimate or the full build with a flow of 46,059 cubic meters a day.